Hi, this is Some Color Mage, and with me today are
Catchus, who has already recorded a footage of this video.
And Hexed Magica. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play of a Dead game.
Anyway, today we are going to actually finish Chapter 3. With our FF7 style outfits.
It somehow works better in this game than it did in FF7. I don't know how.
Go grab one if you want.
You bet I want. I'll find a joint later.
Whoa. The disc really is on one hell of a crowd. Oh, this must be the main thoroughfare.
She's at the Laville. Let's go.
Can you believe this crowd? I mean, it's like this all the way to the market.
Is FF15 a game in this tradition where dodge rolling everywhere is the fastest way to move?
Not really, I just press buttons like a spaz.
I mean, that's fair.
Whoa! Did you feel that?
You mean the earthquake?
Also, these aren't model swaps, these are actual outfits, so you get stuff like the Ring of Delucy being just embedded into Noctis's block hands.
Amazing.
Also, if you look closely enough, you'll see parts of Noctis's actual hair clip out of the chin of his head.
When the ground shakes, your brain aches.
This is a good game.
Yeah, sort of seismic shock to the system. Curious.
Gladdy!
Iris.
Look at you guys holding your own out
So
there.
here we are with terrible voice
What can I
acting
say?
character.
You look good.
All things considered, you guys are staying here, right?
That's the plan.
When you have time, we have catching up to do.
Sure.
This is gonna be like PS1 level graphical
Jared and
bugs,
Talcott.
plus
Is it good to see you?
obnoxious info
What's
dump,
not this?
plus terrible voice acting. So
Please
like
excuse my
that's how you know
grandson.
this is like a quality
He has yet to
cutscene.
learn his manners.
I like it.
We have here the most important character of the game,
But
Jared.
we shan't impose.
A very good night to you, Your
Oh
Highness.
god. There's something just so funny about seeing, like, PS1 era models and this vague photorealistic feel they're trying to get in everything else.
So, Iris, what was it like inside the
What, you're saying that Noctis's outfit isn't photorealistic?
But a lot of outlying neighborhoods.
Also, in case you forgot, there was Diamond Weapon.
had tactical targets in mind.
You know, if there's anything else.
Yes,
You can ask
noted
me.
Final Fantasy 15 character.
Thanks.
This game I love to play, Diamond Weapon.
I think the only reason I'd want anything FF7 related in FF14 is if it was, like, just the weapons as boss fights.
Well, I'd like weapon fights, but for now you're just gonna have to settle for the FanFest rewards. Which I'm going to pick up because I want that fucking motorcycle.
I mean, I just don't like anything about FF7 except the weapons, so...
So yeah, we've still
Also-
got to
Fuck.
we've still got to exhaust our Naked Gladio picks and our Cactuar Cindy picks.
What? Oh god, this is
Also,
very
yeah,
simple.
towards the end of using the shirtless mods, the graphics kind of fell apart.
That sounds about right for this game. Jesus.
So you can see there that it's just an outfit because their necks are the same as they are in just wearing normal clothes.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Morning. Where is everyone?
Oh, they're out walking with Talcott. They went to see the sights. We should too.
She is so thirsty.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Great. I'll show you around.
It seems your patience
Oh, yeah.
was rewarded.
Because
Enjoy
the
your walk,
info dump and the
and
terrible
please
voice
take care.
acting and the terrible writing weren't enough. Obligatory harem character.
Hey, what bachelor party does not involve your bodyguard's little sister crushing on you?
Follow me. Right this way.
I mean, isn't that just like a Tuesday?
This sounds like it's asking for some sort of like improper content.
It's even more beautiful out here at night.
Wow, she is just so thirsty. Why this? Why is this game horny all of a sudden?
Yeah, this whole bit does just tend to feel awkward.
This is the Partella Market.
Is it intended to, or is it just...
Isn't it great? I'd buy out the whole place if I could.
Like, I'd hope so.
And Square Enix, you usually can't tell the difference.
All these shops seem right up your alley.
You know me so well.
This is literally just like a bad anime episode right here. Like there isn't even any plot going on here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there is. We're going to go to the power plant and learn about
Look
women.
at all this neat stuff.
Oh, we're gonna catch a Zapdos.
Give me just a sec. Done. Next.
I would prefer if we were Pokemon hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we were Pokemon hunting in Final Fantasy, then we'd beat Final Fantasy 13 too. And nobody wants that.
Oh, nobody wants that.
Honestly, like, the whole, like, catching monsters and raising them is the best part of 13. And it's the only reason, like, why I actually enjoyed the game.
Like, 13-2 is just bad in so many ways.
I can't deny that.
Like,
It's just that the monster part of it is...
like even the monsters end up being shit because, instead of a third human party member with all the paradigms and shit like you had in 13, the monster party member can only have three roles, no matter what, which
Sounds like your kind of place.
just
I can see
kind of,
I think so.
it's just kind of really
Different from
annoying compared to 13 and its whole, whatever, just do whatever you fucking want mindset. 13-2 feels a lot more controlled and a lot less fun to just play around with.
I'm a city girl, but I dig
Mm.
the rustic charm.
Wow, she is really just, like, doing nothing but dumb, awkward phrasing. Why?
And being horny on main.
I mean, who isn't horny on main?
And the last two episodes of this LP were horny on main incarnate, so
Yeah, this is like the least horny LP episode in a while. The only thing that's horny is this.
Would I?
Noctis just sounds so bored. Yeah, would I?
well, yeah, he's obviously doing that on purpose. Like,
Look.
Ray Chase is good at,
Right?
like, the stuff that Ray Chase and the other voice actors have shared does show that, when they're sounding like bored or stupid, they were doing that on purpose. Like, there's that one cup noodle quest later where they deliberately took the worst take.
Oh, we better keep it quiet then. And besides, you already have Lady Luna Freya.
Why is she so thirsty?
Let's join them.
Because there's never any actual hints of a love between Noctis and Luna, so we gotta have a love interest somewhere.
Spin.
Oh, yeah.
The breeze
Oh, but there
feels
is.
so
There's the
good.
scene where they're like 8 years old and like playing Kingdom Hearts and they like talk about these like Scylla blossoms. Or whatever the hell they're called. Silly blossoms?
I mean, sometimes you've just gotta, like, make your friend's sister your side hoe.
Thank you, childhood friend.
That's just like the instant loss conditioning.
Fellas next time.
What do you mean babysitting? Talk about ungrateful. Anyway.
Like, she should have known from the start that being the childhood friend is like the instant loss
surprise.
condition.
So you're gonna have to wait.
Like, does nobody get tropes?
Of course they don't.
He's back. Talcott, go on and tell him what you told me.
You got it.
Oh, come now, show some respect.
Whoa, no need to respect me. I'm not royalty.
So, there's this legend about a sword, and the sword's supposed to be behind a waterfall nearby.
It may well be one of the lost tombs. Check it out.
Sure. Thanks for the tip, Talcott.
You are welcome.
So yeah, now we've heard about this sword behind a waterfall. So clearly,
I mean, that sounds like a good way.
clearly we gotta go there, and that just means staring at a bunch of side quests that I'm not gonna do until like chapter 8.
I mean, who doesn't want to just find a sword and just use it as a way to, like, show how you're king?
Well, I think problem is by this point we've already got like 3 of those.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you've just got to get all the crowns you can, right? Like,
Look, sure. I'm sure Noctis likes being the triple king, but you know, maybe we should focus on just stabbing assholes instead of becoming the quadruple king, or however many kings we are now.
But-
Also, yeah, there's an FF7 style
But-
mod for the car as well.
God.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Folk here are real
Can we go back to nude mods?
Everybody greets you. Takes some getting used to. You draw more attention here than you do at home.
No, what we need is, like, the opposite of a nude mod.
And I don't know whether this is because of the loss of detail caused by you know, the mod, or just my computer trying to fight against the game. But this car mod just like vibrates constantly.
Honestly, it adds to the effect.
We're just going to try and vibrate so fast no speed cameras can see our plates.
Oh, God. Just, this theme is way too dramatic for just driving.
So anyway, now that we're out of the city, we're now pretty formally within the Klein region. This is the westernmost third of the map, and its main features are being fairly rocky and having the best battle theme in the game, fishing notwithstanding.
I mean, the real battle in all fishing is, like, the battle between you and the fish.
Well, yeah, but also on another level, the psychological battle between you and the urge to rock out to the song. Another thing about this region, like elevated roads everywhere. It's almost impossible to get to anywhere off the road unless you know where the stairwell to it is in advance, because you just can't leave the road in most cases. It's like you see a bit of that around like the Duskai demo area where the road's a bit higher than the surrounding area, so you can't actually get on and off, get back on the road easily unless you know where the stairs are. But yeah, this especially the northern half of Klang takes that to a ridiculous level. Also, how fucking long is this song?
Forever.
Yeah, this is the edgiest music. Like, I just get into an Uber and the driver is fucking sucker off.
I think it's like one of the end bosses of Comrades or something.
I mean, it would have to be. Also, it's called like a Clash of Swords, and like, if that isn't final boss music name, like, I don't know what the hell is.
Like, I'm just spitting blind here because, you know, even on PS4 I never really got that far into Comrades.
I just don't get why they just parked the car in the middle of the road when there's literally a car park right there.
Because I told it to go to the quest, so it went to the nearest stairway to the target instead of the parking spot.
Okay.
So anyway, luckily this waterfall has its own store, which has like all of the Final Fantasy XI music.
I mean, why not, right?
In 5 parts, because there were 5 Final Fantasy XI soundtracks or something.
I mean, like, the thing is, there's only like one incredible song on the FF11 soundtrack,
That's it.
and that's Distant Worlds.
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it.
Just in the middle of the store here.
Well, we did
Also,
just buy a new recipe.
What the fuck is this pathing? What the fuck is this pathing?
Like honestly, we didn't so much discover that new recipe as much as bought it and gave it to Ignis.
Sometimes that's just what you gotta do.
Something probably me removing all of the mods except for the FF7 style mods and the Sydney mod. Something turned my Chocobo back to normal.
I don't think that's a loss.
Yeah.
I am a little bit sad though that it's not just a blocky, shitty PS1 era Chocobo.
I don't know if there are Chocobo mods. Well, Chocobo mods are easily accessible to modders, because the mods obviously exist, because I'm pretty sure that that Twitch Prime thing must have been a mod. There's no way they specifically programmed in give the Chocobo googly eyes.
Yeah.
Thanks for the ride. We'll meet again.
Oh yes, crabs.
So yeah, let's just take quick care of these crabs before we go to the fucking dungeon.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta take your anger out on a bunch of crabs.
Those FF7 mod outfits are really shiny.
I can't tell. Is this the same like general mesh they use for crabs in FF14?
I don't think so. I think FF15's enemy assets are all new. Like yeah, they're
Okay.
like a bunch of them are based on SNES era artwork, but I'm pretty sure the models are all new.
Okay, I'm honestly a little bit surprised about that.
Like yeah, 14 reuses a ton of other HD enemy assets, but it's a very big game.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's lots of 11, 12, and 13 enemy use all over the place.
Like, my first thing when I started playing 14 was just like, oh wow, this game uses so many things from FF12.
Come up with a new recipe.
I can taste test for you.
You said that, Ignis.
I love how his neck just pokes through.
These mods aren't model swaps; they're just costumes. So they're basically just wearing masks and bodysuits.
Just wearing the shittiest bodysuit possible.
Yes.
This is the greatest cosplay of all time.
So anyway, here is the fucking waterfall dungeon.
The legend says to look behind the waterfall.
What does the waterfall say?
I think it says, come in.
But don't go chasing waterfalls.
Wouldn't you know it? An entrance.
Looks like the legend checks out.
So
I mean, it's an RPG, you idiots. Like, every waterfall has a cave behind it.
So, as evidenced by the name, Glacier Grotto is the fucking ice dungeon.
Well, looking on the bright side, maybe the cold keeps the demons
Hmm.
away.
Yeah, because monsters.
It's bad.
Sarcasm. But what if they're frozen?
However, it won't feel too bad to us because I am massively overleveled.
And then they jump out.
Okay.
There's our one.
I thought you were about to say because you're a masochist, but, like... Eh.
No.
I will say, though, I do like how the flan model in this game looks.
Yeah, they're actually really nice.
Where'd you learn that?
It's time.
So, yeah, see how easily we destroyed the plans with melee attacks. We're in no trouble in this dungeon.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's a
Oh,
fucking
no.
ice cave. Here's the second.
Just like in Final Fantasy VII Snowboard.
Here's the second type of enemy we'll
Yeah, but
typically encounter: goblins with sniper rifles.
But so it's just like Creator. Wait, no, it's probably more like Midas. Yeah.
They're more magical sniper rifles than actual sniper rifles.
That's so much less fun.
This is some great, like, rock walk.
Yeah. Also, yeah, as you can see, at least the first few parts of this dungeon are really hard for the AI.
Does it get better or worse?
It gets slightly better. Typically, the problem is that the AI doesn't really want to go down the slides, which makes this opening hell because there are 2 giant unavoidable slides, but the rest of it, you usually don't want to fall off, so...
I just... What about, like, what makes game designers think, oh shit, I'm gonna make a giant-ass slide and stop people from moving, while, like, controlling their movement. And this is gonna be the entire theme of this one dungeon.
A Pokemon did so every jerk.
And here's the final type of enemy we'll encounter for most of this dungeon, giant spiders.
No, it's a giant spider bot. If it breathes, it's a fart.
Well, I think we just made it stop breathing.
Exactly. You cured it of its horrible disease.
So, in case you wanted ice magic in the ice dungeon, that's there for you.
Ice magic in the ice dungeon? I never.
And I guess it is kind of effective on flans because they don't resist any of the elements. However, I could also just blast them with my air grenade launcher.
Like pace for superior firepower.
I really like machines even if they're really impractical to use a lot of the time.
What can I say? And on we go. Right.
I mean, sometimes you've just got to do what's the coolest thing possible in a game.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, the general problem is that the MP attacks are all situational things, which is fine for the most part. But yeah, the standard attack just roots you in place for a long time.
Really? How's it look?
Fuck up now, Phil.
I feel like there could have been a good character somewhere in Prompto. Like, he's got some good lines, but like, it's just too many. It's like you don't need to say everything about everything.
And here's where I fall off before collecting everything I wanted like a dumbass. And then I decide to go into the thing menu for I don't know.
Are you okay? Do you need help?
I don't think you can help.
I mean, no, I can just be disappointed.
Yeah, but you do that without me having to prompt you to.
Yeah, sure. Are you really friends with somebody until, like, you're just disappointed with all your friends constantly?
Fair. Anyway, time to go back and collect the stuff I was trying to collect before I fell off like a dumbass.
I will say, though, this dungeon does have a cool theme, like music. The whole Slippy Slidey Iceland thing can go die, though.
Like, it's aesthetically nice, but gameplay horrid, basically.
Yeah.
I think Square has gotten pretty good at that.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of the dungeons in 15 are the opposite. Mechanics-wise, they're pretty much just, you know, extended brawls with a couple rest periods between them, which is fine. But they look like shit.
Oh yeah, I guess 15 does have the opposite problem. I was thinking more like a lot of stuff in 14 where the gameplay isn't that exciting, but the aesthetics are like nice.
Yeah, like there's quite a few dungeons like that. Like there's the Burn. Like literally the Burn is like probably aesthetically like one of the best dungeons in FF14. It's just that it's so annoying to do compared to bloody phoned in dungeon number 15 Hard Vitorium.
I just really dislike Arboretum Hard so much. I
hate everything about it apart from that it's the easier one of the two. Well, the quicker one anyway.
The Burn can be quicker if you are really good at like the final room, like pulling it correctly, but it's a pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, and DF DPS never LB the last pull, and it's like, guess I'm just gonna sit here for 2 minutes while this pull fucking dies.
To be fair, I don't either, because what the fuck is effort?
Something you should be doing. For me.
I mean, yes, but how often do I wind up in a dungeon with you?
Admittedly, not a lot recently, because my playtime is like when you're working. Why are we all adults?
Because as far as we know, time moves in a linear fashion.
Yeah, I know, it really bums me out. But also, like, I was a shitter when I was younger, so let's...
Time moves in a linear fashion unless you're in this stupid ice cave and you end up in the same place like 3 times because you keep having to go down the same stupid fucking slide to get to 3 different areas.
Forward and back, to go forward and back.
Last time we were on the giant slides, I swear. Although we will fall off a couple of the shitty fuck you slides later. And I accidentally wind up there when I didn't mean to. But it's a good thing I did since I nearly forgot to grab that ether.
Oh god. Is the rest of the video just gonna be the rest of this dungeon?
Most of it. Like, this is like the last thing you do in the chapter. You go here, grab the sword, go back to Lestal, and that's it.
Oh god.
Also, there's me managing to run out of the encounter by accident.
I mean, that's Square's fault for having encounters be weird.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you could sort of see on the mini-map a little red circle around the battle. If you leave that circle, the battle automatically ends, whether or not it makes sense to.
I have a feeling that, like, that's very easy to cheese.
Yes. Because generally enemies will stop going after you if you're out of battle. I think sometimes you can like glitch out the AI and have them keep attacking you, but yeah, generally if you're not in combat, neither are the enemies. Also, I don't know what just happened there.
It's an ice dungeon. It's the traditional ice dungeon. It's always miserable. Even Ni no Kuni 1, a game with almost perfect dungeon design, has an absolutely miserable ice dungeon.
Yeah, but Ni no Kuni 1 also has absolutely miserable combat design.
I don't mind it, but yeah, I can understand why people would say that. Like, it's just weird how, like, the human characters in that game are pretty close to useless.
It's not often when a sequel decides to throw out the entire combat system and start over.
Yeah. I've heard literally nothing about Ni no Kuni 2 apart from that it happened.
It's better than Ni no Kuni 1, but it's it's not very memorable, aside from the fact that the main character is the President of the United States. And, well, one of the main characters is the President of the United States, who gets sent to the other world when someone nukes him.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ.
And like, he ends up right in the middle of a coup where the other main character is the prince who's running away from this coup, and he just pulls out his handgun and shoots one of the enemy soldiers.
I mean, sometimes you just have to shoot a bitch. Like, there's literally a TV trope of, like, why don't you just shoot him?
Yeah.
Onward. Yep.
But then you think he's going to run out of shots and cuts and something, and he does, but then he gets away to have infinite ammo. And then you can just shoot people all day long in battle. Well, sort of. I think it costs MP.
So they're magical bullets.
Yes.
The best kind of bullets.
You can generally see how this latter 2/3 or so of the dungeon is laid out. There's a high path you're supposed to stay on, and then low paths which are mainly for fighting sniper goblins if you fall off. And I just managed to get the Arachne stuck in midair on a wall.
I'm not even playing this. I'm not even, like, the person playing this, and this is making me miserable.
So yeah, it can't attack us anymore because it fell out of its own combat area. I do, however, have guns.
I cast gun.
I don't know if I even get EXP for this.
This is the dumbest thing in the history of existence.
This isn't even the dumbest thing in the history of FFWiki plays. And there it died.
Yeah, no, it's really not. I mean, FFWiki plays is just a series of terrible, terrible gameplay. Nobody who plays a game in FFWiki plays as good at the game.
Yep.
Excuse me, I was actually pretty
Yeah,
good at tactics.
like I was gonna say, like the only one where there's vaguely competent gameplay is like Cat.
Even then, we did have the Legend of Soyuz.
Soyuz is good, actually.
Soyuz died for our sins. I think.
I mean, he died for
Probably.
someone's sins.
I mean, if you don't get somebody to die for your sins, what are you doing with your life? Like, Jesus died for our sins, so obviously we've got a sin, so it wasn't in vain. There, I did it. I solved Christian theology.
Triple checked. Then we're done.
Anyway, the rest of this dungeon is more of the same, except now sometimes part of a straight path will actually be, whoops, you get to fall down, fucker. You can tell because the texture is a lot smoother when you're on ice than on rock.
Ah, yes, platforming.
It's less platforming and more get on the right side of the path.
This dungeon was a mistake.
Yeah.
Whoever designed this dungeon should be fired.
Well, if it was Tabata.
Did he get... I can't tell if he got fired or if he quit. Admittedly,
It was very much and I fucked up and should probably leave kind of message in the same vein as what's his name, the previous Final Fantasy MMO guy.
Yeah, don't even remember.
Tanaka or something, I think.
Knocked, if I may. Don't ask. Yep, we're lost.
But yeah, it does seem more like I was asked to fuck off kind of resignation instead of Matsuno's, who was very legitimately just having a mental breakdown, and considering how he interacts with Yoshi P, he does still seem to be fairly friendly with Square Enix, even though he's left.
Yeah.
Though his interactions with Yoshi P are making terrible side quests, I agree that
nothing like accidentally aggroing 3 people's red chocobos and then just instant dying.
To be fair,
nothing like random not blood.
To be fair, getting fucked by a bunch of overpowered red chocobos is kind of the Ivalice experience.
It really is.
Especially since that was the FF12 reference arc, which, would randomly replace some of the chocobos with level 99 red chocobos.
I was just about to say, whenever somebody inevitably does 12, like, it's gonna happen, and, like, it's gonna be hilarious to watch.
Let's be done with this ritual.
What's the point of having like low-level imps that just die in one hit all over the place?
To make this dungeon
I am over-leveled. like yeah, the mobs are level 13 or so, but I think this quest was designed for like around level 15.
Okay,
that's a bit fair.
And I'm 31. And yeah, there's the friendship band. It makes it easier to do the link strikes with whoever's got that equipped.
Is it just like a little like one of those terrible like not knitted like you know what I've lost track of this. I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah. I know what you mean, and the answer is none of the accessories are rendered in the game. So unless they did like Final Fantasy VII and have like artwork of every single item that they never used. I don't even know where I'm going anymore. I think I'm going the rightish way? Or maybe not. No, I'm going the wrong way because the right way is on the same level as that lightning magic point.
This dungeon was a mistake.
Yep.
Existence is torment.
We're nearly done, I think. Yeah, this is also the place where you're supposed to first encounter the sword guys that, you know, I've been killing the level 52 versions of multiple times by cheating.
Sometimes you've just got to bend the game over a little bit and just make it your bitch. If you're playing an RPG and you don't make the game your bitch by the end of it, what are you doing with your life?
Okay, so if we go past here, we should be in the final encounter of the area.
I'm freezing. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a hot bowl of soup. Soup. We're almost there. We gotta be, right?
He's moved on to bargaining.
Well, he is right.
Yeah, but...
Hey.
I love this like green aesthetic.
Finally.
I don't love these terrible jokes.
Anyway, Mind Flayers.
Ah, yes, the best kind of fires.
Also, I'm out of magic. Let's just create something stupidly overpowered. I mean, I guess not really stupidly overpowered, but combined with my level, it's kind of overpowered.
As I say, like, gotta make a game your bitch, always.
Riveting spellcrafting.
Spellcraft.
And that's most of the battle done right there.
I do like the models for Mind Flayers in this game.
We must regroup. Sure. Okay, yeah.
And despite managing to pretty much completely destroy them, he still managed to get a grab on me. And confused me.
Is the status effect just a QTE?
So what confusion does is it fucks up your movement controls, and while attacking, it randomly switches what weapon you're using.
We have here. Awesome.
And it's another of these fucking doors.
As you wish. No luck. Guess we'll need another key. The key question is, where do we look?
That's a corpse. I can't tell if that's supposed to be a bow or what.
It's like it's like twin blades or something, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, we also unlocked the armature. Which is Noctis's super mode, where he basically just flies around the battlefield doing whatever the fuck he wants.
So unlimited blade works.
Yeah.
I can't take this seriously with this. What the fuck?
Nox, you okay?
Honestly, it's so much funnier.
Where was that?
What is it?
A hole in the ground. Something burning. The meteor? You saw the disk of Kothis.
Let's make our way back to Lestallum.
Yeah, gotta report to Talcott.
Welcome to Westeros, where everything is the thing of nouns.
Nouns of verbs, verbs of nouns.
Oh my god!
What?
Just screw you. Anyway, yeah, Swords of the Wanderer, they're twin blades, they're not... And I don't really like a lot of the Royal Arms, because I mainly just use them as stat sticks. So, yeah, I mean,
Stat sticks are the best kind of sticks.
I mean, I guess that one's okay if you want a very defensive thing, but eh. I swear the song choice was unintentional.
That's what they all
I
say.
actually really like FF7's Overworld.
I just always put it on shuffle.
Too embarrassed to show your scrawny body?
Hey, I got muscle. You just can't see it.
If you say so.
Yeah, because I'm covered in cardboard.
He is a
You
Gundam.
tell him, Noct.
I just want to see a outfit for this game where Nocta's just wearing a cardboard box that says Gundam.
We already had that mod on this.
Prince Noctis!
Wait, you did that?
Yes!
So it's not just a weird... It's not a fever dream I had?
Yes, I actually used that mod!
We owe you, Talcott.
Okay.
Welcome.
It's hard to tell what exists and doesn't exist anymore.
Splendid.
It's okay, I'm probably going to stop using mods for a while because we're actually supposed to be in serious plot time now, but...
Yeah...
Not again.
What's the matter? You alright?
He'll be fine, don't worry. But we ought to take a closer look at this so-called disc.
Then look no further than the Outlook. We can use the viewer things.
No substitute for being on site, but it would be a start. Let's see what we can glean of Nock's condition.
So just a little bit more to do. We got to like just set up the next chapter.
The like music for this place is just weird. Like it just feels too real world for me, if that makes sense.
This looks awesome.
Oh, so yeah, we just randomly spy on this woman eating.
I dare say I can recreate this.
As you do.
Also, you know, it's kind of fucked up that that's called a mother and child rice bowl. Because it's got chicken and egg in it.
That is kind of fucked up.
So here's this asshole.
I'm not so sure it is.
Aren't nursery rhymes curious things? Like this one. From the Archean Core.
I would like an FF7 style mod of him, but I think rendering those clothes in low poly would be completely impossible.
How do we keep him on his feet?
It would just clip everywhere.
Visit the Archean and hear his plea. I can take you.
Bien.
I don't know.
Well, NPCs don't get outfit mods in this game. They're full model swaps if you mod them.
But such an occasion calls for an introduction. Please call me Arden. Come with me to the car park. That's where I left my automobile. She's a dear.
How does anybody
next to your
not like?
But she's never let me down. So we take two vehicles.
Like, you take one look at this dude and it's like, yes, he is obviously the main villain.
Also, his hair makes him look like a douchebag.
Well, he is.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, we're following him to his car.
Did you see that over there, Noct? What about it?
And Ignis is being annoying about something. We really needed to know about these pickled peppers.
I mean, Ignis just simply must have a lot of feelings about that one specific kind of food. Oh wow, this is even a douchebag mobile.
Yeah. So then they give you a prompt there because you're going to get locked out of being able to do anything for a while once you say yes. Let's take the douchebag mobile.
What if I drive your car?
You might find the rental fees to be more than you bargained for.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot actually drive the douchebag mobile.
With that decided, let us be off.
So that's the end of that chapter.
Between douchebags and harem assholes, this was a mistake. Oh, hello. So like I was saying, harem characters.
Iris is the most horny character in this game. It is confirmed.
Yeah, Square Enix doesn't know the difference between...
All I can think is that image of, like, Ignis in
Why the fuck did
driving the
Prompto
car.
take a photo of the lady eating? Okay, that's it. Next time we try to drive right into Titan.